हाथ आगे। सभी को रक्षाबंधन की शुभकामनाएं।
आपको भी एंड सभी को रक्षाबंधन की शुभकामनाएं।
ठीक। मैं चाहूंगा कि राकेश जी भी अपनी वीडियो ऑन कर दें। जो वीडियो ऑन कर सकता है वो वीडियो ऑन करे, नहीं तो एक डीपी लगा दे। रोटेट योर रिस्ट। कल हमारी क्लास हुई थी तो उसके बाद बॉडी में थोड़ी अकड़न आ गई होगी शायद कल, तो आज हम ज्यादा थोड़ा फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी पर वर्क करेंगे जो हमारी बॉडी ओपन हो जाए। नाउ फ्रॉम द अदर साइड, अदर हैंड। elbow bends. Hold your left wrist with your right hand and stretch your left arm. Again, from the other side. One more time. Keep your torso straight. Just move your arms. Okay. Now raise your right arm up. And bend to the left. Hold this for some time and then change the position. Left arm up to the right. Don't bend too much. Rotate your shoulders. Full rotation of the shoulder blades. Forwards and backwards. Rotate your neck. Slow rotation of the neck. Clockwise and anti-clockwise. 5 times from each side. Move your neck forwards and backwards slowly. 5 times up, 5 times down. Coming down to breathe out, coming up to breathe in. Slow movement, not forced. Okay, interlock your fingers and then stretch ahead. Come back again, stretch upward. Next, Vipreet Namaskar. Vipreet Namaskar, reverse Namaste. Hold it for around 30 seconds. Don't bend your back, keep it straight, and just feel the stretch. Next, we will do half Gomukhasan. Right hand over the right shoulder, left hand coming from down and then interlocking both the hands. Again, hold for 30 seconds. Focus on your body, focus on your breath. Back to normal position, now from the other side. Left hand over the left shoulder. And then interlock. This you can do in office also. You don't have to wait after 4 hours from meals to do this. Any Sukshmasana can be done anywhere, anytime. Okay, come down. Stretch your leg, right leg straight, left leg bent, and do this movement. Up and down. Fully up, And yeah, from the other side, try to come into Dandasan, and rotate your feet. Clockwise and anti-clockwise feet rotation. Forwards and backwards. Move your legs. Prepare for Vakrasana. Vakrasana, left leg up, right leg stretched, right hand from outside the left leg, and try to touch your right knee. Or maybe you can just do it like this if you cannot touch. If you can, then it is great. Technique should be correct. The way you sit, the way you do, it should be good. And ultimately, one day you will be able to do it. Now from the other side. From the other side again, right leg up, look over your shoulder, and hold for 35, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back to normal. Next, we do Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right leg bent, left leg over the right knee, across, and then again left hand to support the body, and try to touch your left ankle with your right hand. If you cannot do this, just put your hand like this so as to twist your body. It also gives a good twist, but if you are able to touch your left ankle, then it is great. Now come back slowly to your normal position and to the other side. From the other side, again, and slowly again come back to Dandasana. Now bend your left leg and prepare for Janu Shirshasana or forward bend. Single leg forward bend. Chest open, breathe in and slowly down. Come back up, breathe in slowly and down. Now from the other side, breathe in, chest open and down. Hold your feet if you can and then bend down from your hip. Feel the stretch. Come back up slowly and again from the other side. As you go down, so as you come up. Going down and coming back up is a similar process, just in the reverse direction. Go down and slowly breathe in and up. Now from the other side again. Breathe in and down. And slowly up. Next we'll do butterfly. Butterfly. Both the Konasana. Keep your back straight and look straight. Move your legs for around a minute. Breathe out and down. Slowly come back up. Again, breathe out and down. Up. Next, we will be doing pigeon pose. Pigeon pose. Right leg stretched, toe on the ground, left leg bent, both hands on the right and left of your knee. Breathe in and up. Look towards the roof. Hold your breath. Now slowly come down on the ground, hands forward, arms stretched. Those who cannot do this can position themselves in pigeon pose only. Then come back up and bend your right knee. Hold your right feet with your right hand and look towards the roof. Try to touch your heels with your glutes if possible. It will give a good stretch to your quads. Slowly prepare from the other side. Right leg bent, left leg stretched, left toe on the ground, hand on the right and left, and breathe in and up. Eyes towards the roof. Slowly come down on the mat, arms stretched. Hold this position for around 10 seconds. Feel the stretch in your thighs. Again, come back up. Bend your left knee. Hold your left foot with your left hand and try to touch your heel with your glute and look towards the roof. Hold this for 10 seconds. Left leg down. Come into Vajrasana. Vajrasana, diamond pose. In Vajrasana, we will do Mandukasana. Breathe out, both hands in a fist, left and right of the navel, and down. Don't lift your hips above your heels. Let them be there, resting on the heels. Up. Next, we'll do Shashakasana, hair pose. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Head on the ground, relax. Breathe normally. Don't relieve your body. Just be relaxed. Slowly back up. Next, we will do puppy pose. Again, breathe in, breathe out. Stretch your back, stretch your arms, and try to touch your chin and chest to the ground. little bit of distance between your feet, toes pointed inwards. Again, slowly up. Prepare for cat and cow. Cat and cow position. Come into all fours. Breathe in, arch your back down, look up towards the roof. Breathe out, throw your back up. Again, breathe in, arch your back down, look towards the roof. Breathe out, neck between your arms. Do this for 10 times rhythmically. Okay, next we'll try to balance our body on our knees. Right leg stretched, left hand forward. Right leg stretched, right toe pointed, left arm stretched forward. Try to hold this for some time. Now from the other side. Left leg up. Try to feel the balance first. Then, if you can, take your right arm out and stretch it. Everything should be in line. Your torso, your neck, your arm, and your left leg. And then again, back to all fours. Up on your knees. Prepare for half Ustrasana, Ardha Ustrasana. Toes pointed inwards, distance about half a feet. Breathe in, bend backward. Slowly come back up. Again, breathe in. And slowly up. Get up on your feet and move your body. Okay. We start with Vrikshasana, tree pose. Tree pose. Try to hold for 30 seconds minimum from each side. Vrikshasana or tree pose. Just give me a minute to keep doing from this side and from the other side. I'll come back in about a minute. Repeat from the other side. Okay. I hope you are done from both sides. Hands on hips and your body up and down. Next, we'll do goddess pose. Open both your legs. Open both your legs and bend down. Hands up. It's a position of strength. It's called goddess pose. Hold this for again 30 seconds, if possible more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. While doing this, you should not be bending forward. Your spine should be straight. It should be like this. It's a position of strength. One should not look so loose, just sitting like this or anything like that. You have to show a position of strength like this. Your body should be straight, legs should be well toned. But otherwise, it does not look good, and maybe it affects the body in a bad way. Okay, prepare for warrior pose. Warrior pose. Hands up. Arms should be in line with the shoulders, parallel to the ground. Look sideways over your shoulder. Come back up. Now from the other side. See, this leg is at 90 degree to the ground, and also this foot is at 90 degree to the right foot. The angle that this thigh is making is just parallel to the ground. It's not to be kept like this. Open both your legs so that you can keep it like this. And then raise your arms this should be making like a square, a rectangle. If we draw an imaginary line from here, then it should be a rectangle. Hold this again for 30 seconds. Next, we'll do Anjaneya Asana. Anjaneya Asana, low lunge. Low lunge. Chest open, hands up. Now repeat this from the other side. From the other side. Left leg forward. Try to bend backward. Look towards the roof. Come onto the mat on your belly and do Makarasana. As we know, today is Raksha Bandhan, and what better gift to give to your sister or brother than your own health? I mean, this is the greatest gift we can give to anyone who loves us. I hope you all agree with me. We can give materialistic things, we can buy them things, but again, health is in my view, health is the greatest gift that God, that nature has bestowed upon us, and just to maintain it and keep it great is the greatest gift that we can give to our siblings. So that is the reason I did not skip my yoga class today, and I am so happy that you have joined me today also. We have to change the way we think. We should not be blocked on artificial constructs, और जो हमें जबरदस्ती फीड की जाती है दिन रात चीजें, हमें अपने लेवल पे सोचना है कि हमारे लिए सही क्या है. तो हमारे लिए सही हमारी सेहत है, ना कि हम चीजें दे. जैसे आजकल आप टीवी में अगर देख रहे होंगे, सिर्फ एड चलती है, भाई बहन का बंधन कैसा हो, चॉकलेट देते हैं या कुछ एक दूसरे को चीज देते हैं. लेकिन हमें एक प्रैक्टिकली एक वैदिक सोच के साथ अपने इंडियन देसी हिसाब से सोचना है कि सच में चाहिए क्या इंसान को. क्या मेरी भाई या बहन तभी खुश होंगे कि जब मैं उनको चीज देंगे, या फिर मैं उनसे कभी लड़ू झगड़ू ही नहीं, मैं वैसा बना दूं अपने आप को, या अपने कर्म से मैं उनको खुश करूं, या मेरी सेहत खराब ही नहीं हो तो वो खुश रहेंगे अपने आप. क्योंकि अगर कोई बीमार हो तो मेरे को नहीं लगता कोई भी भाई बहन या कोई भी रिश्तेदार दोस्त जो आपसे प्यार करता है वो खुश होगा आपको बीमार देख के. तो इससे बड़ा क्या और हमारे लिए मोटिवेशन हो सकता है रोज रोज करने का. हमारे त्योहार, ये हर एक चीज एक सिंबॉलिक चीज है. प्यार सिर्फ देने या लेने से नहीं होता मेरे सोच में, वो तो एक इमोशन है. तो हेल्थ सबसे बड़ा एक जो गिफ्ट है आप दे सकते हैं अपने भाई बहन या रिश्तेदार को आज के दिन. खासकर एक कमिटमेंट, हमारी रेजोल्यूशन जिसे बोलते हैं, वो होनी चाहिए कि हमें कभी ऐसा ना हो कि हम उनको दुख दें अपनी सेहत की वजह से. चलिए नेक्स्ट सलम भुजंगासन. Sphinx pose. Both forearms on the ground. Half a feet distance between toes. Toes inwards pointed. Breathe in. Raise your body on your forearm. Look towards the roof. Down. Repeat this once again. Breathe in and up. On your forearms. Stretch your neck up. Those who are having neck issue or middle back or upper back issue should try this Sphinx pose. Down. Both hands interlocked. Both hands interlocked. Rest your chin on your hand. Breathe in and up. Again, this is very helpful for neck issues. Neck and just below the neck. There are a lot of issues hitting, and this is very helpful, both Sphinx pose and this form of Bhujangasana. Come down slowly, and again, breathe in and up. If you are looking to sort out some problems in a particular part of your body, then you should go for only those asanas that are recommended for those kind of ailments. Come back down. Hands under the thighs. Prepare for Salabhasana or locust pose. Left leg on the ground. Raise your right leg up. Toes pointed, leg stretched. Be like a locust. Just single leg locust. Raise as much as you can. Try to see where you reach. And feel the stretch. Hold for 30, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Now from the other side, left leg up, toes stretched, raise as much as you can, and again hold for 30. 30 is minimum, you can go for more. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Both feet together, both legs together, and now full-fledged locust Salabhasana on both legs. Up. Knees above the ground, toes stretched, toes pointed, legs stretched, and count 30. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Okay. Bring your left hand, left arm forward, right arm on your back. Right arm on your back, left hand forward. On my count, raise your right leg and left arm both together up. Variation is a good thing that keeps us interested. Now come down. Now left arm on your back, right arm forward. Breathe in, left arm, right arm up, left leg up. Feel whatever is about happening in your body. Down. Both arms on the back. Hold one arm from your wrist so that they are both together. Both legs together, and then we will raise our body from the like an arch, and also legs will be in the air. On my count, breathe in and up. Hold this for 20, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Into Shavasana from the left side. Into Shavasana. If you are looking to strengthen your back, then you should go for the asanas that I just did, lying on our belly. This will strengthen your back, and also if there are any structural issues in your back, they will be sorted, especially around the neck and below the neck. A misalignment of our spine for just a few millimeters can give us trouble, lot of trouble. Those who sit on the chairs for a long time, they'll have this issue maybe today or tomorrow, so better to be prepared. Better prevent this, otherwise it's going to be really painful. See, out of the 24 hours, our body needs only at least 1 hour, if not more. I think we should give at least this much. Even if we have to run a car, we have to look for its spare parts, oil, engine oil, and whatnot. It's a body. For our body, our mind, and to keep it servicing. It will not run and break down someday. It is the greatest machine that anyone could have built, but still it has its limits. You cannot just keep using it and not looking out for it. We have been doing it since the childhood into adulthood, where we misuse it, and then when we get pain or something, some disease, only then we look for it. But I think it is always better to look for prevention. To allow it to have some problem, and then we will look into our problem. Why not just solve the problem even before it nips the evil in the bud? Simple. Don't allow it to happen. We'll do next. We will do supine pigeon. supine pigeon. Don't bring your chin up. Keep your neck on the ground and pull your legs towards your chest. Pull as much as you can or as much as you want to feel. This is one of my favorite asanas for my legs or my thighs. Maybe some of you also have this as your favorite. Now from the other side, it completely releases the tension in our thighs. Feel the stretch. Now we'll do Pavan Muktasana with both our legs, both legs together, neck upward, and try to touch your chin with your knees. And if possible, move up and down. Only those who have no back issue should try it, but those who are good can try it and enjoy it. It also gives a good massage kind of a thing to your back. Do it for some time and then prepare for next position, which will be bridge pose. We'll be doing bridge pose. Lay your body on your shoulders. Arch your back up. Try to touch hands to your heels. If not possible, then you can just simply put your palms on the ground and arch your back up. Chin should be touching your chest. Hold it for some time. Arch as much as you can. And then slowly come down. Again, bridge pose. Up. Feel the stretch in your back. And last position, we will be doing plow pose. Plow pose, those who can go for the full plow can do it. Those who are having back problems or some issue in the back, they should not do it. They can just try to do this bicycle pose or anything else while we are doing the plow pose. Those who can do should do. Both feet together, hands on the sides of the body. Lift your legs up and take them straight to the back. Maybe I am out of frame. Okay, I'll try from this way. Like this. Legs should be straight. Arms on the ground. And hold this for some time. Come back down. Slowly come back down. and rest on Shavasana. 10-20 seconds rest. Next, we will give our body a little bit of twist with Markatasana. Markatasana. Bend both your legs to the right, body, torso to the left. Look towards the left. Give your body as much as stretch as you like. Reverse your body position. Legs on the left, torso and neck onto the right. You can repeat this also one more time. From the right and left. Come back, come up into Sukhasana. We'll be doing Kapalbhati today for 5 minutes. Stroke breathing. Breathe out with a stroke, and breathing in will be a automatic, involuntary process. Maintain the speed or the rhythm according to your own body. Those who are fully fit can go for fast. Those who are medium fit can go for medium, and those who are having issues in the back or heart or any circulatory issue, respiratory issue, they should go for slow speed. Try to close your eyes and focus on what you are doing. There is a new age disease, lifestyle disease called ADHD or ADHS, attention deficit hyperactivity syndrome or hyperactivity disease. Those who are always on the screen or using the mobiles are having a issue, big issue, just focusing on things. They cannot give attention to something for long, or they do hyperactivity, like keep moving their hands or just rotating their neck or just moving it like this or that way. But if you have to, I think if you even have to study or do something, we'll have to have more focus. So pranayam helps in focusing. I think whole of yoga, if we just keep focus on the body for 1 hour within ourselves, we'll be seeing that we are having more focus. We are having a more focused life. Our attention span will be increasing as you keep on doing yoga. That's why I tell you, when you do yoga, just forget all your tensions. Surrender to God. It is one of the niyams. Shoch, Santosh, Tap, Swadhyay, Ishwar Pranidhan. Ishwar Pranidhan means surrender to God. So it is one of the basics of yoga. I would like all of you to remember the basic 8 limbs of Ashtanga Yoga. Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. Niyam are kind of rules, basics of yoga. If someone is lying all the time or is not clean inside and outside, then he or she cannot be a yogi. It's the first basic instinct, first basic thing that one must have before going into yoga or asanas or pranayam. If we are not speaking the truth, if we are constantly lying or stealing something or some thoughts or anything, so we cannot be called a yogi. Otherwise, every gymnast should be called a yogi because they can bend much more than that. They can do all kind of stuff, but they are not called yogis. Yogi is a complete. I am again just for reiterating that yoga is not just about asana. It's a very minuscule part of whole yoga process. Yoga is something internal. It's not to do with our body. It's at subconscious level, our consciousness, our atma. We should be having, we should just dispel this notion from our mind that it is all about asanas as we see it on social media or on other platforms. It is not about that at all. Otherwise, as I said, every gymnast would be a super yogi. And Russia would be full of yogis. Russia, Japan, those who excel in gymnastics, they will be full of yogis, but they are not. They are not nowhere close to be called a yogi. Even when we are talking to someone else about yoga, we should, I think, we should be telling them about this concept. That it is not about, because this is such a widely promoted notion that only those who can stand on hand or maybe do a handstand, they are the great yogis. They have been doing it for a long time. No, this is not the reason. Physical benefits are just a side product or a byproduct of what we are doing as a yoga. For us, it's a lifestyle. It's a way of living. It's all encompassing. It includes all the various facets of life, right from when we get up, right when we get born, and right to the time when we die. It encompasses all of these life, whole life. Okay, if we are done with our pranayam, we should go for Brahmari and Udgit. hands on your knees 3 times. Omkar. Keep your eyes closed and focus on your breath. Put both your hands together and then open your eyes slowly. आखिर में हम ऋषि पतंजलि को धन्यवाद देते हुए एक मंत्र उच्चारण करेंगे। आपको जो मंत्र आता है आप वो पढ़ेंगे। योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरं सचेतु वैद्यकेन योपापरोतं प्रवरं मुनिना पतंजलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि। इस मंत्र में हम उस ऋषि को धन्यवाद देते हैं जिसने हमें योग व इसके जो अंदर से आध्यात्म है इसके रिलेटेड हमें सूत्र दिए। तो चलिए इसी एक अच्छे थॉट के साथ अगेन आप सबको हैप्पी रक्षाबंधन की शुभकामनाएं। और जैसे मैं बता रहा था, हमें अपने मन में सोचना है कि असली में गिफ्ट क्या है हमारे भाई बहन के लिए। तो मुझे लगता है सबसे अच्छा गिफ्ट जो हम दे सकते हैं उनको, या कोई ऐसा तोहफा जो दे सकते हैं, वो है लाइफ लॉन्ग हमारी हेल्थ बनी रहे। मेरे को लगता है इससे अच्छा बड़ा गिफ्ट या इससे अच्छे इमोशन से गिफ्ट कोई और नहीं हो सकता। तो चलिए इसी एक थॉट के साथ आज के लिए क्लास खत्म करते हैं। नमस्ते।
Thank you so much. Happy Raksha Bandhan to everyone.
Hello, same to you, sir.